Beep.
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 Beep. We harmonized. All right. Welcome to the Punk Rock Horror Podcast, episode number 11. I'm Matt.
I'm Cody.
And today we're talking about Awiens.
Awiens?
Yeah. What were you going for on that one?
I don't know.
You're doing like, oh, that's the thing I was going to talk about that I hate was the fucking, I can't say their names, but it's like Tracker and Grieve.
Tracker and Grieve?
Yeah, they're on 105.9.
Oh, I don't listen to the radio very much.
I only listen to them because when I like leave school and I feel like I'm dumb, I listen to them and I feel so much smarter.
That's how I feel at one of my jobs in the servers.
Well, it's because they, like, every other episode they bitch about millennials. And I'm just like, not my fault we're taking your fucking job, you old caveman.
Well, it's like maybe you shouldn't have screwed up the, economy for us, then you wouldn't be bitching about us all the time.
That's right, we're calling you out, people.
Yeah, seriously.
Meet us, we'll fight about this.
You want to catch these hands?
I'm gonna stab all of you.
Whoa. I was just talking about catching these hands.
With found facts and agreeable opinions.
Okay, alright, that's better.
So how was your week, Cody? No, get it out.
I'm gonna stab you with facts and opinions.
I'm just saying. If murder wasn't illegal, then I might do it. It's the only thing keeping me from doing it is that it's illegal.
It should be illegal to have one murder in your lifetime. Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
That, oh God. There's not enough people. There's people from high school. There's like at least one ex who has it coming to her.
Yeah, I agree. I like one ex. That would probably... Nah. But the fact that she's not doing as well as I am, it makes me happy. But
like, here's the thing though, is like, even if it's just like you get one murder, like that's the one murder you get. So like, I feel like that's more pressuring because then it's like, then I'd have to kill like an actual like figure that I didn't like for it to be memorable.
Yeah,
because that's what. But then I don't want to do that because that's what you basically have to do in order for it to be a memorable murder.
So
that's the... I want two.
You get one.
I want two.
You only get one.
So I can do one important...
Just like what Spider-Man says.
He listened to that episode. Nate listened to that episode, and I was like, oh yeah, what'd you think? And he's just like... He just like walked away, and I was like, I'm surprised you didn't kick my ass. You're a Marine. Just like throw me through a window.
Yeah. He's my hero.
Oh, before we get started on everything this week, we do have our first correction in a while. We probably have more corrections, but no one is calling us out on it. So
yeah, so
boom,
we're right.
Unless you call us out. So this is actually from our friend Alex, who, like, when we made the comment about how Aaron brought up that Alexis Arquette passed away, and we said it was suicide. It was actually because of a heart attack, due to supposedly from her HIV, that she contracted. Thank you.
Attracted. Hey, HIV. That's bad.
Yeah, she said that Alexis Arquette died of a heart attack, not suicide. So that's our mistake. Sorry, anyone, if we upset you with that. We apologize. We're only human.
RB.
We're not scientists, okay? We're here to entertain and give our opinions because we're self-entitled millennials. That's it. That's right, 105.9. That's right, 105.9. I listen to your radio station, and dear God...
You need to calm down, all right? We don't need to go on another, Iron Fist tangent about this, okay?
No, I'll tell you
you need to calm down. Calm down, man.
I'll tell you why in episode 12. Because it actually has to do with horror. And it's why they pissed me off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Fine.
I'm just saying, they had a whole fucking,
What did I just say?
Sorry.
What did I just say?
I'm just...
Save it. Save it for the next one.
I'll save it.
God.
Jesus.
We said.
Also, real quick, I want to throw a shout out to the Flowbots who probably don't listen to us, but
Yeah.
if any of you do listen to us or know the Flowbots and want to let them know that we're talking about them, they found out that I think it's Johnny Five, the lead singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a diss track on one of those YouTube stars, the Logan Paul dude, because I guess that Logan Paul dude took basically the whole song of Handlebars and made it about fucking girls.
Mm-hmm.
And so John Five called him out on Twitter, did a whole diss track, and completely roasted him.
Good.
He even had to do a whole music video to do it, and I'm just like, oh, fucking amateur.
Seriously. But no, good. Fuck that guy.
So respect, Flowbots.
Seriously. We love you guys. And they're from here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver natives.
Denver, Colorado.
We fucking rule.
Yeah.
Suck it, Hollywood. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm half and half. We'll see where I'm at tomorrow.
Yeah, basically. It's just kind of a day-to-day basis for us.
Look, here's what you people need to understand. Sometimes we say things we don't mean in the moment, and sometimes we do. We don't know when we mean them till afterwards. So take everything with a grain of salt.
Suck it up.
Except the vaccination stuff. I am not taking that back. I mean that full-heartedly. If you still believe in vaccination conspiracies, you're a fucking moron.
And of course, if Harrison was here, he'd talk about flat Earth.
Oh my god! So real quick, so that YouTube video to any of our listeners if you want to see Harrison do a kind of mediocre yet adorable job at singing the Numa Numa song, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, this was back in high school. Me and Harrison recorded it.
I think it's called Harrison's Numa Numa.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It's so funny.
And it's so funny because one of the recommended videos on there, at the very bottom, says having a discussion with the flat earth. It was they know.
They know.
They're after you, Harrison.
They're following you. Because you keep posting all those stupid things on goddamn Facebook.
They're after you. And also, another thing I want to say is, shout out to everyone who's been following us on Twitter and been downloading us and listening to us. We have hit way more downloads this month than when we started in January. And it's been really humbling and very encouraging to see all of you people downloading us and listening to us and hopefully liking what we've been saying. From what I hear, we're pretty funny.
Yep.
But
mostly from my girlfriend.
The people that have to say it.
Yeah, basically.
But no, to literally all of you, thank you so much for listening to us and, for spreading us around and telling your friends about us. You guys are absolutely amazing, and we couldn't, do this without you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I guess we could do it, but it'd be a little more sad.
Seriously. It'd just be us listening to ourselves in the basement.
We're so funny. Dude, that thing you said, hilarious. Fucking gold.
It was so funny. So funny. You should do that again. Do it again.
Also, if any of you heard a quote-unquote ghost sound in episode 9 and 10, it wasn't an actual ghost sound. It was the rod that holds our mic. Because Great, now you're about to make what I have to say way more fucking nerdy.
Good.
Because I can't help but touch the rod because I just fondle with my hands.
That's what she said.
And so, when I mess with it, it picks up all the vibrations. It makes the sound.
So it wasn't a ghost. It was just Matt touching his rod.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You think of me touching my rod?
Stop it, Lauren.
My mom listens to this podcast.
I know my parents are starting to listen to it too.
The one I got really nervous about was Lauren's dad.
Oh,
because of the fuck blowjobs thing. When I was going up, I read about Bon Jovi. I was like, "Did you listen to the episode?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Is he mad?" She's like, "No, he actually found it really funny." And then he told me that he doesn't want to imagine me getting blowjobs too. And I was like, I don't think anyone does, but I can definitely understand where your dad's coming from.
Yeah, I don't want to imagine that.
Then don't.
Well, now it's in my head. You got to bring it up.
Stop thinking about it.
No. It's oddly, disgustingly arousing. Not really. I'm sorry.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. We're talking about aliens, by the way.
All right, let's just get into it. So, we're going to talk about aliens today and why people in alien horror movies and why people get scared of aliens. So to start off with a little history, in the second millennium, so Egypt, supposedly since 1440 BC, the scribes of the pharaoh Thutmose, is it Thutmose or Thutmose? It's Thutmose.
Thutmose.
The third reported that fiery discs were encountered floating over the skies.
Encountered. What's an encounting?
Did I say that?
You almost did.
Oh. Encountered. Encountered floating over the skies. Sidebar. We have a friend who's a librarian, and she got so pissed. sorry, I got it out loud. She got so pissed that I wasn't saying library, and I was saying library.
Library?
She got so pissed off. She's like, library, Matt? Really? Library?
Now we're going to just say it on purpose.
This is like...
You're welcome.
God, sorry. I can't help the education that was afforded to me due to this country.
Dude.
What?
Whoa. Simmer down.
Punk rock. And then followed... So back to what we're talking about. In the 19th century, the 1561 celestial phenomenon over Nuremberg has been interpreted by some UFO authors as an aerial battle.
Bottle. It's an aerial bottle.
I don't even know why I'm reading.
Message.
Why do you let me do all the reading? I don't do a good job at this.
Okay, I'll read it. Okay. In the 19th century, the 1561 celestial phenomenon over Nuremberg
I'm gonna be a dick about it.
Has been interpreted by some UFO authors as an aerial battle of extraterrestrial spacecraft.
And then in the 20th century, strange moving lights and some solid bodies in the sky were seen around Otago and elsewhere in New Zealand and were reported to newspapers. And then in
1947, United States Air Force. Shut up. In 1947, the United States Air Force allegedly captured a crashed flying saucer and its alien occupants. The find was soon explained to be a weather balloon, but regained attention since 1978 after investigation of S.T. Friedman.
And then when I did all these notes, I kind of like skipped a lot because there was a lot of sightings, at least on Wikipedia, that Wikipedia says, and it's almost a whole page. So I just kind of skipped over a few centuries and decades. So in 2018,
was 1947 Roswell?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
See, that's why I put it in there, because I'm wondering who's actually going to catch on to that. Okay. And somebody's going to flip out and be like, Roswell! Roswell! But,
really? 2018?
Yeah, so supposedly even up to this year, in January 13th, a large group of UFOs were seen in 3 U.S. locations on the same day.
What?
So... Although I will say, for 1440 BC, maybe they just invented Frisbee and they made the one bad Frisbee that caught on fire and lit the rest of the Frisbee factory.
Could you imagine it's just like two guys frothing in the pyramids, and all of a sudden he's just like, bounces off the wall, catches on fire, and then flies out. They're like, oh shit.
And then Pharaoh comes by. He's just like, it's a sign from the gods. He just bows down.
Yeah, and the two guys look out and they're just like, oh. Mom!
No, don't tell Mom. I got this. We are messengers from Anubis. Free the slaves.
Free the slaves.
What do I call you? Moses. Yeah, we're together. We identify as Moses, and that's how the story of Moses started. It's actually 2 dudes just playing frisbee.
Jeez.
And they're just like,
please don't associate me with that story.
They're just like, we gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it believing. What do we do? I got these frogs. Do you want to throw them at him? Sure. And they were actually just gonna dump it on him, but they accidentally tripped the wheelbarrow over where he was staying, and the whole wheelbarrow fell at once. It was like, raining frogs!
No!
Well, now we're committed. We have to kill someone.
Sacrifice! Sacrifice!
And then,
How do you explain the locusts?
There is actually a locust sanctuary.
Locust sanctuary.
And they backed up into
they accidentally just like hit broke the cage that they were in.
When they were playing frisbee again.
Yeah. All right, no one's here. It's just the bugs. Okay. Just, shit.
Run! No, the locusts are killing me and all my people.
They're gonna eat our crops.
Now that's my people go. I will do another curse. It's just like stop fucking talking.
The raining fire is just the fact that they threw 5 frisbees at once. Like they're a flame. They're like, you know what? Let's see how many we could actually catch on fire. I
feel like we should make this some sort of entertainment. And, like, give it an obscure name.
Why did you get, like, all of a sudden, like, hardcore African accent?
Because I don't know how Egyptians talk, so I'm doing my best here. Okay? Relax. I don't know, maybe I am part black. We don't know yet.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Back to the...
Now we're going to move on to, like... Okay, aliens in the media. So,
sorry, go.
So in 1898, H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds came out and is said to be one of the, if not the first earliest story that details a conflict between mankind and an extraterrestrial race. Which, real quick before we move on, I want to like talk about like how. Because everyone basically knows the story, but if you don't know the story of like War of the Worlds and how that really blew up, is that they actually did a radio program. I think it was like in the 1940s or 1950s. I know I wrote it down, and everyone actually believed that
1898.
Was
so
it
19? Not 19.
No, it was 1938, October 30th. So it was performed as a Halloween episode. Of a series on Sunday, October 30th, and aired over the Columbia Broadcasting System radio network. And it was directed and narrated by actor and future filmmaker Orson Welles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I read that weird.
Which, the difference in the last names is one extra E. But, like, the reason that's so funny is just because it's kind of like the very first early, like, fire that was lit for people to be scared of extraterrestrials and the, fear of the unknown.
Yeah, because, like, they did it over the radio and everyone thought it was real.
Yeah, because...
like, they're all freaking out. Aliens are coming!
Which, that shit still happens today, thanks to Facebook and everybody, like...
Yeah. God.
So, I'm sure if they just, like, did that today, it would still be believable. But...
That's a sad... It would. It totally would.
There's some people that would.
Yep.
You know who you are.
You do.
If you're not, then... If you don't know, then you're safe. We like you. And now you can hang out with us. And then in 1920, Algo... that's actually the name of the movie. In 1920, Algo, Tragedy of Power, came out and was directed by Hans Ricksteimer and starred Emil Jannings and John Godawat, which is a story that follows the life of Robert Heim, who works in a coal mine, and his friendship with Maria Obel. While working in the mine, he encounters an inhabitant of the planet Algol.
Algol?
Yeah. Who gives him a prototype machine which can provide a virtually unlimited source of power. You know, because he's like hip and rad and stuff.
Yeah. Here, you don't need oil.
And then the fire for like all these extraterrestrial and alien films really got lit in 1979 with Ridley Scott's movie The Alien, which started a very successful franchise.
It was just Alien.
Yeah.
You said The Alien.
Did I say The Alien?
Yeah, it's just Alien.
It's still The Alien.
No, it's just the movie's called Alien.
Yeah, but they got attacked by the alien.
They got attacked by an alien.
No, it's the alien.
An alien.
Maybe he was coming out with a successful rap album.
No, it's just an alien.
Like Xenomorphs and Bitches.
No.
Something.
You know what was actually... So, like, just going off of that movie, do you know what was really stupid about what they wanted to do for the original ending?
Have a rap song?
They didn't? No. Almost.
I mean, come on. You can think of a Xenomorph like a jersey and a Tim Diamond.
No. Dude, that just reminds me of hugging Spaceballs when the chest person comes out of his chest. He's like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. But no, the original ending that they had for it was that the Xenomorph kills Ripley in the end.
Oh yeah,
and then takes her voice and saying that, like, asking, saying it's all clear and stuff, and that she's coming home. It's like the original Aliens was supposed to be like the Xenomorph coming to Earth, which that would have been a little ridiculous. I'm glad they definitely stuck with what they had for the Alien movie. And then after Alien, the next two biggest like extraterrestrial movies that really stood out, that like relit the fire after War of the Worlds had the was it World? Yeah, War of the Worlds. Was followed by John Carpenter's The Thing in 1982, and then
1987's it was Predator.
Predator, which honestly I prefer Predator over Alien. Just saying, fight me.
Just is it because of the scene in Predator where like
get to the chopper?
It's because Arnold Schwarzenegger and all of them literally shoot at the one spot. Everything they have.
I don't got time to bleed. No, honestly, it's because of the one-liners.
I don't blame you. I don't
have time to bleed.
I'm pretty sure you do, but all right.
But no, the reason why I always liked that one a little bit better was just because like I liked the aspect of it, of the alien hunting you, more than the like it's hunting like proven warriors. I just kind of like that better.
Like kind of like the like humans are the ant, and like aliens are the boot.
Yeah, pretty much. Instead of like, as cool as it is, like in Alien, and the fact that like it was one of the big starts for like having a strong female role in the lead and everything. Also, was just like because they're scientists, and then also and like the cool aspect of that is like Ripley goes from like this scientist to a badass.
Yeah,
like that's cool and all, but I kind of like the fact that it in Predator.
It was like
the alien like humbles a badass person in Arnold Schwarzenegger's character. Yeah.
Well, see, and that's why I like The Thing. Like, I really like Alien just because of that whole entire lore, but I really love The Thing because it and I guess you could make the argument that Alien does the same thing, but like The Thing, it really I feel like it exploits man's like biggest like weakness, which is like his ego and like his intelligence, because like the whole time what makes that movie tense is like who is actually the alien, because you don't really know and you don't really catch on until later on. And the effects in that movie are phenomenal, especially for 1982. Like
it still holds up today.
Well, and it's hard to believe it, and it's like, and you can give credit to John Carpenter and the effects team for that, because it's like the scene that still makes me like cringe is like when he's putting his hand in the dude's chest and it bites off his hand.
Oh, when he's trying to give it defibrillate the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just like bites his whole hand off. And like the whole effects that you see is just phenomenal. But like it exploits the weakness because it gets humans to start turning on each other. Where it's like,
you're the thing. No, you're the thing.
Well, and then you could see for like aliens, they can like, going back to Ridley Scott's Alien, they can identify when it's an actual like alien. Like they can tell by the smell.
Yeah.
Yet with humans, it's there's always just like, who's actually the alien? Who is it? Like, and it makes it way more intense because at literally every second you think everyone's just going to start turning on each other. And so also it was like Kurt Russell's like first film I've ever seen him in that I really liked.
Yeah,
because I saw that before Big Trouble in Little China.
I don't think it's as good as everyone thinks it is. I really don't care for it.
I get why people like it because of its like campiness.
Yeah. I don't know.
That and the effects, because I want to say John Carpenter did that one too, because I'm pretty sure he did.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty positive he did. But, yeah, to kind of like going forward, like why, before we go into, because I actually did go on Facebook and Twitter and asked, people why are they scared of aliens, and we're going to include their comments here in a second. But the thing that I want to say, like, why I think aliens are scary, because I'm not as scared by them. I'm more just intrigued because it's we haven't fully explored space, and I do believe there's extraterrestrial life out there, but I think it's just as like easy to say is like they see how we treat each other, so they have no reason to interact with us.
Yeah.
But then again, like, I wouldn't know, because the only other conspiracy theory I really believe is that the Loch Ness Monster is real. Or something similar to that effect.
Really?
Well, yeah. Well, here's my reason why. So our own oceans, we've barely just explored it. Like we've only scratched the surface, if that. Mm-hmm. And we've only got machines to go down farther than we have, and we've been capturing mysterious sounds and things that we can't explain,
like the bloop.
Yep. And then there's also like fish that fishermen have been catching that were said to be from the prehistoric age or said to die off, and they're still alive. Mm-hmm. So. Maybe it's not like, what you see in media, the actual Loch Ness Monster, but it's probably, I think it's something more similar to that effect. That looks like a Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so that's what I mean, because, like, there's still sea creatures that were, because species are discovered every day, and so that's my whole reason why. I don't think Bigfoot's real. That one I'm willing to, like, write off. So, but, yeah, so I know I've been on a weird spiel about Nessie. But that's why, like, I guess to, like, kind of say, like, I think why aliens are scary is that it's because we don't know who they are. Yeah. Like, we don't know what to expect from it. We've never experienced it before. And because we don't know how to, protect against it or anything, we feel more vulnerable because we don't have a natural defense towards it.
And that's why we just automatically assume that they do anal probes. Why is it with everything of the unknown it has to do with the butt?
My theory is that it was actually a gay dude. I don't know if that's inappropriate or not, and if that is, I'm sorry I offended you. But it's a gay dude, like, who got really forceful with a backwoods dude and just went to town on his pleasure cavity.
He was wearing a gimp suit, so the guy didn't know what was going on.
And he was like a very badly made gimp suit, and the dude just he's like, well, I ain't gonna tell her when I got fucked in the ass. I was gonna say it's aliens. and it just kept going on from there.
So what happened to you tonight, Jim Bob? I got probed by an alien.
Are you sure? Yep.
Yep.
What's that white goo stuff coming out of you?
Alien.
Alien lube for their probe. Goddamn, Billy, stop asking me. Have me a beer.
Jesus.
I hope we didn't offend anyone from the southern states that listen to us. We're not targeting you. Just making a joke, okay?
Yeah.
Relax. If you want, you're welcome to email us and call us idiots.
Let's continue on before we start talking about more butt sex.
All right. Are you scared of aliens, or what's your take on aliens?
I'm not. So, from a younger age, when my dad was pretty religious, he was terrified of aliens because he was claiming that they were demons and stuff. So I was kind of afraid of them when I was younger. But the older I got, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm more intrigued by them. I do believe that there's life out there. We can't be the only intelligent race or intelligent species in all of space. I mean, it's infinite, so there has to be something out there.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that there's possibly an intelligent enough race.
Sorry.
Jesus. Or intelligent enough species that could visit us. I kind of see the whole aspect of they see how we treat each other. Why would they want to visit us when we're the same species? And how we treat animals and stuff like that as trophies, and instead of
I can already hear someone being like, "Goddamn liberals."
I know. I'm not even liberal. I'm just saying we treat each other like shit. But why would something want to visit us if we treat each other like shit?
I'm just saying, do you choose to go to 5 points when it's really bad?
No.
Exactly. Which, again, no one knows what 5 points is. That's the ghetto here in Colorado. Well, was once the ghetto here in Colorado. So do you choose to go to the ghetto? No. You go around it.
Yep.
Now we can never go to the ghetto.
Nope. Oh, I never was planning to anyways.
Oh, God. We're going to get shot.
I know. We're going to get shit on for this one. But, yeah. I mean, I think I do believe that there's intelligence out there. So.
But why do you think people are scared?
I think they're scared because it's the unknown. Just kind of like, same with like ghosts and things that go bump in the night. You can't see it. It's just more of like, you don't know what it is. So like, I feel like our natural reaction to things that we don't know or don't know what it is to either kill it or study it.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be kill it, then study it. So I think that's why a lot of people are afraid of it, because it's more of like the possibility that there's something smarter than the human race. And not only that, like, if they're smarter, then they can kill us. Type of thing.
Yeah, because it's... Sorry, I'm trying to, like, add to the conversation, but I'm trying to pull up our Facebook page because it's not pulling up on my phone, because I told everyone we'd read their comments on here, and now I look like a liar.
Yep.
What's the point of even going on in life?
Seriously. It's the worst day of our lives.
God. I don't want to wait for my life to be over. I want to eat it now. Alright, so kind of like going on to... So I looked for a while, like trying to figure out why people are scared of aliens on like Google and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And the only thing that kept coming up is xenophobia, which is the fear of the unknown, which seems to be the biggest reason for fearing aliens.
Feeling.
Jim Bob, we're doing nothing. Nothing. I ain't gay.
It's proud me.
I ain't gay, you're gay.
I quit.
Who called gay fag? You're gay.
Whoa. It's offensive language.
Don't look at... That's Jim Bob, okay?
Fucking Jim Bob.
Get it right, Jim Bob. It's okay to come out, Jim. I wonder if there's someone listening named Jim Bob. And he's just like, I'm not gay. I'm from Queens. Like, I'm not ignorant.
I'm not ignorant. Oh my god.
But yeah, so that seems to be the biggest reason is because people never really experience what an alien actually is. And so it's the fear of the unknown, which seems to be the biggest reason for it. So, taking into Facebook and Twitter, which I don't even know why I keep trying to get people on our Twitter to participate, because no one ever does.
Twitters.
Come on, guys. We're not going to bite you unless that's what you want us to do.
Unless you ask nicely.
Then we will. But other than that, like, God. So, on our Facebook, we had at least like 3 comments. One from our good friend Mackie over from Code 3 Paranormal said that because I asked, like, why do you think people are scared of aliens? Or are you intrigued? And so on and so forth.
And he said they're scared of what they can't control or don't understand. I think they are badass and actually going to look for the underground alien bunker under Mount Princeton.
This summer. To which I told him that he needs to send us pictures because I want to see that shit.
I just want to go. Take us.
I'd like to go too, but knowing our schedule.
I don't care. I'll make time.
And then even my lovely wife, Mercedes, the punk now.
We love you, Mercedes.
No, Lauren actually said that the oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. Quoted by H.P. Lovecraft. Then she wanted to say, I think people are afraid of not knowing what could be or couldn't be out there. Aliens as mythology has been around since the Egyptians. We've already discussed that. It was actually 2 dudes playing Frisbee. So
yeah, God.
Get your quotes right. Get your facts straight. Space, our universe, and galaxy is so big, there must be something out there, and I think that's what plays the minds of millions. And then from Katura, Crow said, I'm personally fascinated and want to believe that extraterrestrial life does exist, mainly because I work retail and there are days I don't believe intelligent life exists here on Earth. Burn! I can't argue with that.
Me neither, especially working in the service industry.
It's like, I don't know what we want to accomplish with this goal today. I just wanted to talk about it because it's
honestly, it feels like we're just trying to upset as many people as possible.
We just want a good filler episode. No, I think it's really hard to dissect this one because it's everything that we've known from aliens has just been from scholars and scientists. I mean, even Stephen Hawking, may he rest in peace, before he passed away, said that we should fear interacting with aliens. And whether Stephen Hawking was just fucking with everyone.
I could see that. He's like, we should fear it dead. Because he's like, I'm the true Rick.
Oh, that's right. We're calling out you Rick and Morty fans.
Yep. Seriously. Remember, most of you are Jerry.
Save it for the next episode.
No, I'm sticking with
that. No, if I have to
save
save mine, you have to save yours.
I'm going to save my explanation for the episode, but I'm just saying, most of y'all are Jerry's. Don't even deny it. You know it's true.
Save it for episode 12.
Look deep inside yourself. Anyways.
But I think a lot of that is right because it's not knowing about them. And I think that's usually pretty unanimously agreed on is that being scared of something that you don't know whether it's real or isn't real. But I'm also kind of more interested in why people are fascinated with it and why people do get fascinated with it. And I think it kind of goes to the effect of people wanting to belong somewhere. And it's if you feel like you've always been the weird person or the weird one out, you kind of feel like you are from another planet. And so that's why people obsess over alien movies and sci-fi movies because that's the only place where your quote unquote weird tendencies and interests make sense. And so I get that because that's the same thing for us with horror and punk rock because there's no judging in that type of culture, unless you're a poser, then it's a whole entirely different level.
Yeah.
But it's
find your real niche. But don't impose yourself.
Well, one movie that really kind of touched on the fear of aliens was The Fourth Kind, I think it was. That's the one with Mila Jovovich and it was the found footage one.
Yeah, which I like. Based off the quote unquote abductions in Alaska.
Yeah, which I don't know if are true or not, but that movie was actually pretty terrifying.
Well, they used the actual footage from that lady from the character Mila Jovovich is playing because that was an actual.
No, she's an actress.
No, I'm saying Mila Jovovich is portraying an actual therapist.
Yeah, the therapist in the movie, not Mila Jovovich. The one that you see at the end is an actress.
No, they used actual footage from her sittings.
I read that the footage was actually staged.
Oh, what the fuck! I quit. I
can fact check that.
No, forget.
No,
I'm so fucking upset about that.
I'm gonna fact check it.
I was so into it. If that's fake, I'm gonna be so goddamn pissed. Just because I was like, oh shit, I actually believe that. Now I feel like an idiot.
I'm looking it up right now.
Are you? Type.
Click, boom. The Fourth Kind of fake? I'm not going to read CNN.
Yeah. They're fake news. Oh, God.
So...
Yeah, no, I thought, the stuff that the actual found footage stuff, was real. I thought they were the actual, footages from her sit-downs with those patients.
Because they speak in ancient Sumerian.
Well, not just that. It was mostly just because, the fact that they did such a good, job transitioning from, the actual footage of, with Mila Jovovich to, the quote-unquote, I guess, fucking found footage shit. I thought, they were showing the actual, not investigations, actual footage of, her taping her therapy sessions with those people. I thought that was all real.
Yeah, no, because what it's showing me on this page on popularmechanics.com, quoting my sources, that it show there's no consistency.
Uh-huh.
and some abductees have reported being picked up by big-eyed, big-headed aliens, others by furry dwarves and reptile men. So some videos show a trio of lights wobbling in the distance, while others show a single blinking orb not going anywhere.
I was about to say, double confirmed, reptilians are real.
So, yeah, so I guess like the whole thing was like faked.
Well, god damn it! I'm upset.
Yeah, it's because it's part of the viral marketing.
Oh,
I know, right? That's actually kind of like a bummer. Like,
seriously, now I don't even like the movie anymore.
But it makes sense though if you think about it. Like, why would they just let that movie go?
Still.
If those scenes were real, why would like they just have it and like make money off it? Like, if it was that big, because here's the thing, like, if Area 51 has aliens, which they probably have some sort of alien technology, who knows? I understand I sound like a nut, but hey, can you deny that our government hides everything from us? Because I know they do.
I know they hide shit.
So I'm just saying, like, if the found footage was actually real, then why would they just show it to to the public like that? Why wouldn't the CIA or FBI have it just in a secret lot?
To prove the Earth is flat.
What?
I don't know.
But I think like that's what makes like alien movies so versatile of like a medium, because it's we have kid-friendly alien movies such as like E.T. and My Favorite Martian starring Christopher Lloyd that no one talks about anymore because it's weirdly entertaining.
I like that movie.
It's so good, yet so really fucking weird, yet amazing.
It is, especially when like the chick turns into the giant like evil Martian and eats that guy.
I just don't know why they never marketed the actual gum like as actual gum flavors.
Oh, right.
That would have made so much money.
No.
I would have bought that in a heartbeat. Because I'm like, it looks weird and looks tasty. I don't know. I just want it in my mouth.
And I want to be an alien.
But like, it's because we don't know that much about it, and it's still kind of like a genre that isn't fully touched on enough that you even see like provocative like thought burning stuff like in District 9. Where it's
God, that was such a good movie.
Like, what if aliens were real and then they came to live here? How would we treat them? Oh, like, underclass, bottom of our shoe citizens.
Yeah, I definitely think like good representations of how like the human race would react to an alien invasion, well, quote unquote invasion or whatever, would be like District 9. We treat them like garbage. And also same with Mars Attacks. Like, even though that was like super over the top B movie corniness, the fact that like the first instinct by the majority of people when the aliens came down before they started shooting everybody was actually like, kill it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're like, we need to bomb them. Like, instantly. Like, we should bomb them. We need to kill them. We don't know who they are, what they are. They just need to die. And then, like, of course, then they had, like, the peaceful thing until the aliens attacked.
Well, and that's the thing. Is like, it almost makes you root for a lot of the aliens in a lot of movies, like whether it's Ridley Scott's or Predator or even The Thing. Because you see how we would normally just treat even like a kind alien like E.T. Like you kind of just want to see like a shape-shifting alien turn everyone against each other and start killing each other. Mm-hmm. Like it makes you kind of root for that because I can't think of any alien movie I've seen where like they get along and like everyone's cool, except like I guess if it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space, then I get like why we'd want to kill them.
Yeah. If an alien came down and was like, we did a patrol of everybody's minds and thought of the most friendly thing ever. I'm a clown. Kill it.
Die.
Kill it with fire.
Oh, man. You know what? That's actually kind of like... That's another thing that from that fucking radio station made me angry.
What?
Because they were shitting on clowns. And I actually kind of felt bad because one of the hosts is scared of clowns because he's a fucking pussy. Look, I'm not saying everyone that's scared of clowns is pussy. I'm just saying that guy... You know who you are, Snacker.
Jesus.
Everyone who listens to 105.9 knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, and who I'm talking about, like, it's kind of pussy response. Like, I'm scared of snakes, yet I'm not going to go out and kill every fucking snake.
Yeah.
Like, but to shit on, like, someone's just, like, their job, even especially if they find enjoyment in it, is really fucking shitty. Like,
yeah.
It's just, and to do that over the airwaves, like, I get it, like, they're entertainers. But at the same time, that's kind of like I just feel like that's unfair. I mean, I know that's hypocritical because we shit on people, but people are actively choosing to download us and listen to us.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you don't, you have to basically go out of your way to listen to us in a more convenient kind of sense. But it's like with the radio station, I thought that was kind of shitty. So, guess what, Stacker and Cheeves?
Jeez.
Your guys' humor is fucking bullshit. I get it. You're on a family friendly radio. Maybe learn some fucking jokes. Get fucking funnier. And stop shitting on fucking people's employment history. By the way, you using the starch water from spaghetti to make your like marinara sauce thicker for spaghetti was a great idea, and thank you for that.
You good?
No, I'll go into more of it. Sorry. But I guess like going back to Aliens. Is that I want us to talk about this because I feel like no one really talks about alien movies as much, and like,
well, I feel like also because it's hard to like make a good alien movie anymore. Well, I know like okay, a good real horror alien movie because like as much I did enjoy like Alien Covenant, like I kind of liked it, but like it definitely was nowhere near as scary as it could have been. They decided to go a more philosophical route. And then also like, I mean the best like alien movie right now. I think it's the what's it called? It just came out.
I don't know.
Not Arrival.
Are you sure it's not Arrival?
Yeah, I know that one just came out.
Annihilation.
Annihilation. That one.
That's it.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard nothing but good things about that movie, and that deals with aliens. But then like, I don't remember the last like really good horror alien movie that I've seen for a long time.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's because it's like right now, it's almost like I feel like they think it's too corny anymore or too cheesy in a sense.
Well, there's no set of rules. Like with ghost movies, there is a set rules. Like you can use like powder to find like where they walk. Mm-hmm. They will haunt certain objects or haunt certain people.
Yeah.
And there's a way to get rid of them where it's like, with aliens, there is no set of rules because you have War of the Worlds where it's like they're allergic to our atmosphere and our germs, and then you have like Predator who just hunts people and dies with regular bullets, and then you have aliens who can't die, without causing massive damage. Xenomorphs who can't cause massive damage to yourself, and then there's even the Thing where it's like the only way to kill the alien from the Thing is with fire. So there's no real set of rules. So it's this like line of either you can make up as much bullshit as you want and just confuse people, or you have to make a certain set of rules within your own universe that you have to follow by and can't contradict.
Yeah, but you think there'd be like a lot better horror movies in that aspect too, because there's no set rules, because we know nothing about actual things about aliens because we've never met them, discovered them, whatever. You think there'd be a lot more leeway? Yeah, because like the best horror alien movie that I've seen in a long time was the part in VHS 2. That was done so well because it didn't like show the aliens like right away. It didn't show them a whole lot. Like you just kind of saw.
It showed them like slowly and like invading.
Yeah, and it was just a quick snippet too. Like when you think about it, like it wasn't a whole hour and a half, 2 hour movie. It was just like a 20-minute section.
But that's the thing though. Like there still weren't some set of rules because they never showed any powers. They never showed any weakness. They just showed up and that was basically the end of the movie. Because they never explained why the aliens were there. And, like, I get why. Like, I'm not harping on the movie, but it doesn't explain any rules that they have to go by. Like, that's the same for any film. Like, it's probably the reason why we're going to, like, tear apart evil, fucking Evil Bong versus the undead Ginger Dead Man, whatever.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if any of you have been checking out our Patreon and, like, haven't seen that episode up, it's because we haven't had a chance to record it yet. We're getting to it. Just bear with us, please, and thank yous.
Yeah, it's just been very hectic.
So, a lot of shit's been going down. So, but we'll get more into that in episode 12. So, yeah, I think to kind of, like, wrap this up, because we actually have stories now to actually talk about. To kind of, like, wrap this up, I guess, like, my stance is I want to see more horror alien movies, because especially now, it seems like this year, and it's like beginning middle of last year, horror movies have started to get a lot more praise with like It and Get Out. Like, those have been definitely leading the way.
The cool thing with... Sorry, just going back to with it, like, technically he's an alien.
Yeah, well, interdimensional being.
Still.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Stephen King has been able to figure it out. John Carpenter has been able to figure it out. Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the latest films, but still, like, it's like, we're hearing so much good things about Annihilation that I would like to see it get an award as well. Because it's definitely this palette of creativity to bring a lot more of that artistic soul that a lot of us see in horror films, and so they can get more praise.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with, like, even stars like Natalie Portman fronting a horror movie, like, it's just I would like to see more of it. That's what I'm getting at. Is I'd like to see more solid alien movies.
I would too, especially because, like, I mean, everything, like, with the reboot of Halloween coming up, like, everything's getting reboots, or, like, zombies are done to death. There's only so many different ways you can, like, make a zombie. But, like, I almost feel like aliens aren't touched on as much. Or also paranormal stuff. We have another boom of paranormal movies, like, in the past couple years. So, like, I definitely think that alien movies definitely need to make, like, a more of a comeback. Besides just Alien Covenant. So, I agree.
Yeah,
especially because there's so much you can do with it because of that. Like, you're literally your imagination. It goes, like, your imagination. That's all what you can use.
Well, a lot of people don't realize is that there's a lot of, like, alien horror films that have inspired a lot of horror creators.
Yeah. And
inspired, a lot of creativity. Again, talking about, like, The Thing and It, like, stuff that deals with aliens. Like, those are things that are just shocking that we see, and it's so shocking that it's inspired people because of whether it's because of its effects or its story or what have you. Like, it's been this like undercurrent driving force for horror that no one really gives enough credit to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to get out. Also, like, because last thing I want to say about it is, like, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like, the Cloverfield series, like, 10 Cloverfield Lane was a great addition to that entire series because it's utilizing the whole set of rules that J.J. Abrams set for that entire, like, series, that entire universe. And it still tells another good story. So, like, it's there. You can see that there's a lot of creativity to get from this entire genre.
Yep.
So.
It doesn't just have to be Michael Bay extravaganzas.
Yeah. Fuck you, Michael Bay.
Jesus.
I'm just waiting for the point where Michael Bay makes a porn movie with a Transformer and a Ninja Turtle having sex with Megan Fox, because I think that's the logical conclusion we're getting at. with an American flag in the back and explosions and some, like, stereotypical black dude being like, damn,
it's just...
that's a fun bitch. I don't know.
It's a half turtle, half robot black guy. That's what it has to be.
I am Leonardo-tron. I am Donatello Miss Prime.
Oh my god. I am the Decepticon of Raphael.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our stories. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, do you want to... So we're going to do two stories. One from, although being a little biased, from my wife Lauren, where she talks about another haunting story, sent us one in. Mm-hmm. And then one from a listener named Alex.
Yep.
So which one do you want to read?
I'll read Alex's.
Okay.
Just from the beginning?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So she said, oh, haha. That was a response to another email from her that we replied back to.
I don't think you had to read the oh ha ha part.
I wanted to read it. You said from the beginning, it's stupid, but if you want, when I was just listening to that episode, I was at work, well, still am.
And she was listening to, she was referring to, I think it was episode 5 and 6 or 3 and 4. I can't remember. No, it was 3 and 4.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
So.
Okay, I'll start from the beginning. It's stupid, but if you want, when I was just listening to that episode, I was at work, well, still am, and I heard what sounded like dog tags clinging together. They were shaking their body. Seems like whatever, right? Because I work at an animal clinic. But we don't let the animals wear their collars so they can't hang themselves, so neither of the dogs or cats have their collars on right now. I didn't bother telling you because I thought it was probably just Mercedes in the background of that episode. So if it was the case, then it can just end up being a funny story you tell. Ha 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 ha. If you get desperate, it made my stomach drop though. Ha ha.
She put in ha-has in her email. So.
Thanks, Alex.
I mean, but to like touch on that though, like,
I don't think it was Mercedes.
First of all, thank you for like sending in your email.
Yes.
And thank you for like shouting out our little mascot named Mercedes.
Mercedes.
So she couldn't be here, so we have to do this in order for her. But that's very valid because that's like one of those really nervous situations where it's like if you stop listening to what you're listening to and you start just listening around, like, because I've done that before and I start to freak myself out.
Yeah.
Because then I think I'm actually hearing something when nothing's there. And then it's when I don't pay attention that it starts back up again. To where, like, at my work, I still hear doors open and close at night, even though I'm the only one there. Mm-hmm. And the security will just get set off on me.
Yeah.
And so it's I get, like, what she's saying, because it's like, is it the actual dogs? Or is it, Mercedes? Or is there actually something going on there? So, if we had a little more details, I think we can go a little more into it. But I still like that story.
I do too, because I think everyone goes through that, especially like at night or in the dark, like when they're just kind of chilling and they think they hear something when watching like Netflix or whatever in the dark.
Well, because your brain plays tricks on you, so it's like, How do you know? How do you know if it actually isn't something messing with you? And it's like, I don't want to investigate it because what if, I start...
Demon!
start attracting something that is just going to, follow me home and just, ruin my entire life for like a month.
And that's how Paranormal Activity happened.
Which, if that happens, you can totally hit up Code 3 Paranormal. That's right, Aaron and Mackie.
We got you, booze.
I expect a text from one of you.
Aaron.
Yeah, she never texted me that she said she's going to poop on my car, so...
Yeah.
I'm a little let down.
Yep. Thanks, Aaron.
I wonder if she's tired of that joke.
Now we're disappointed. Well, she should have told it to us.
Yeah, but you know what? Fair enough.
I was like, come on.
Okay. So moving forward to Lauren's story, here's another haunting story. In Nebraska, there is an abandoned home with MRIs scattered the floor with 1916 children's toys. So I think this is the same story that she sent to us before in episode, I think it was like 10, but I think she wanted to elaborate on it a little more. Mm-hmm. It was a wreckage of nostalgia and unease. The rumors around town was the persons who lived there was a doctor, a neurologist, which would explain the MRIs of the brain. They were from the 1960s, but weren't molded or had any damage, which was odd given the decay of most of the items in the old home. Walking around the home by myself, I sat in the middle of the floor and closed my eyes. I heard sounds of a child laughing, and as I opened my eyes, a tricycle in the corner of the room moved as if he or she was riding it. I debunked it quickly as I could. There was no wind, no one around me, no one else in the room either. And as I began to leave, I said something odd that to this day I don't know why I said it, but I said, "You are loved forever, and always I miss you," and left. The people I was with said I had tears running down my face. I didn't even notice it. As I looked back, I saw a young face in the window where I sat and heard this laughter. It stuck with me until now. I never told anyone about this story because I thought I would look crazy until this podcast. I feel more comfortable to speak about the experience that I have encountered as a lover of paranormal stories and hauntings, as well as ghost hunting. This was the most emotional one that I've dealt with. I still dream about this house. I remember the tree, the yellowed wallpaper, the decaying papers, the smell of the mold, and the face of the child in the window. So, to which we want to say, thank you for saying that in.
Thanks, Lauren.
We do want to make it apparent that we want everyone to feel comfortable sending in their stories. You know, and that, you know, that humbles us, even though it's kind of a biased one, that you feel comfortable with us reading this and like reading this out loud to millions of people, to, well, maybe not millions, but at least
hopefully someday,
maybe thousands. Let's hopefully think thousands right now.
Yeah.
That, and you know, want to hear this stuff too. And it's like, I really kind of want to know why she said that. I wonder if that was just like a feeling she had, or like maybe she was kind of like inferring something from the energy from that house. Mm-hmm. You know, and like then whether it was negative or sorrowful, that she was like feeding off that and just translating it through herself. So that's really interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's also like just kind of like really sad, because it doesn't really. I want to know like what happened to the people in the house. You know, and it's just to say something like you'll be loved forever and always miss you. Like, it just there's a story there, obviously, and it sounds very, very, you know, heavy on the heart.
Yeah, because they're dead.
well, God, Cody, thanks. No, they should be so sensitive about it. Thanks. Yeah, man, because they're fucking dead, you imbecile.
Why else would it be heartfelt? They're fucking dead.
God. Shit.
Yeah.
Too soon.
They're dead. Doesn't matter. God.
All right, so those are the stories for this week.
Yep.
Thank you again for everybody listening to us and supporting us and following us on Twitter and Facebook. If you'd like to keep in touch with us and keep up with us and what's going on, please like us and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And Instagram.
At Official PHP on Twitter and Punk Rock Horror Podcast on Facebook.
And Instagram.
And then please subscribe to our YouTube channel, give some views, or wherever you listen to us, subscribe, download. And again, if you're listening to us on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating and tell us why you like us. If you want your creepy stories to be read on our Monday episodes, please send them to our email at punkrockhorrorpodcast@gmail.com. And if you would like to consider supporting us, you can find us on Patreon at Punk Rock Horror Podcast. We are going to start putting more content up there. We're actually talking about making some either like care packages or, you know, getting some better rewards for our patrons that do choose to follow us on there. Also, if you guys are really interested in like wearing some shirts of our logo or, you know, the stuff we say, email us, comment to us, let us know, because we want to make those shirts, but we want to see that people want to wear them. Yeah. And if we get enough, if people are interested, if we get enough, you know, people that want to buy them, we'll definitely get some shirts out to you, loyal, amazing listeners.
Just for you.
And also, lastly, I know we're going through a transition with our website right now, so I have to update the contact info. I don't know why it's not there anymore. If any of you tried to contact us through there, been working on it. Don't really know what's going on. Trying to figure it out. So please bear with us. But like I said, we are doing a transition, trying to revamp the whole website so it's not so barren.
Yeah, so it's not just like a picture.
So, anything you want to say before we go?
No, I'm good.
All right, everyone. Have a great week. Listen to some punk rock, watch a horror movie, and take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye.